I go here and click on this icon, did you know you can expand your routing and you can see the entire signal flow? So as you can see, here's my choir channel and it goes to the choir's bus and then the bus goes to the stereo out. And sometimes in complicated mixes, you might have a signal flow that has several stages, so this might extend more and more. And it's very useful to have a nice overview of what's going on for all your channels, because otherwise it's very easy to get lost. The next tip that I want to show you is a great little production tool that I know that many of you are going to enjoy if you haven't used it already, and this is a MIDI plugin called Step Designer. This lives under your MIDI inserts, and when I open it, you will see that this is a very cool step sequencer that lives inside Cubase, and many people are completely oblivious to this MIDI plugin. So let me show you what you can do. I'm going to just hit play on your keyboard. I'm not going to do anything, and here's what you can create just with the Step Designer. So what you can do is you can create sequences right here. So if I want to change a note, for example, let's say, and then I can have control over the velocity, so I can add different velocity curves right here, and I can even control the gate, so I can have longer notes that move on to shorter notes like this. I can control, for example, my filter like this. And then you can have multiple patterns, so I can go to pattern number 2, 3, and so on and so forth. It's a nice step sequencer that you can use with every synth inside Cubase. In this case, I'm using it with Retrolog. If you're wondering, this is not a 303 emulation, this is Retrolog that's inside Cubase. But you can use it with any third-party plugin that doesn't have a sequencer, a built-in sequencer, and you can have a sequencer for every one of these plugins. So did you know about Step Designer? If you like it, leave a like, and if you didn't know about it, again, leave a like because it really helps, and I hope that now you're going to use it. Next, the next thing that I want to give you is a lifesaver if you want to record something in real time and you're using plugins that introduce latency to your project. These kind of plugins could be look-ahead limiters, it could be reverbs, it could be delays, it could be really intensive plugins. Imagine, I've been in this situation many times. We were almost ready to finalize a project and I got a request to record an extra part, maybe a MIDI part with a virtual instrument, or an additional piano part, or a vocal, or something like this. When you're in the final stages and you've already added your limiters and all these things, then you will find that you have loads of latency in your project, or your recordings might not be aligned because you're listening with latency and then everything is shifted. So in order to be able to record with zero latency, no matter what you've done in your project, no matter where you are in the production phase, what you can do is you can click this magic icon right here. See this? Constraint delay compensation. Now, if you don't have this activated, you just right click here and you make sure you just activate it. Say constraint delay compensation, make sure it's on, and then you just hit on this, and then what happens is Cubase will deactivate any plugin that introduces latency to your monitoring, to your recording, so that you can play everything in time and you don't experience like delays and annoying things, especially when you're playing like drums and stuff like this. It's kind of impossible to do this. Just to give you an example, I have Razor here, which is a look-ahead peak limiter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate the constraint delay compensation and check what happens. Once I do this, Razor immediately turns off because this plugin introduces latency, and Cubase will make sure that this is not in the equation. Hit stop, then you have to delete, and then you have to either go back to where you were before with your cursor. In this case, I have to go back to the start position, and then I'm going to have to hit the start key again to start recording. But check what you can do. If you go right And so instead of punch in, punch out, you can just hit re-record. And check what this does. This is so cool, so fast. I'm going to hit record. And the recording starts again from the top. This is like if you have a recording engineer to do this for you, like what professional studios do. They have a computer, make a mistake, stop, sorry, let's do it again, stops, release the take, starts again. You don't have to do all this, just hit record. Oh, stop. How is that? This is a boom moment for you, and if you know about this, the next step I'm sure you the time it's permanently glued in order to write a really complex reading set. This is one of the detailed example of which if you want to use, you have a nice big display. There's also some tips up its sleeve. The next one is going to be a super quick one. Let's say you have your bars display right here in your project window, but for a second you want to see where you are when it comes to your time display. As you can see right now, always in my project I have a ruler that's set in seconds. But if you don't have this, if you want to check where you are in your project very quickly, all you need to do is hit your full stop key on your keyboard and check what happens. And toggle between these two modes. The next thing might be one of the most common questions that I get.